Now we're going to be building a category navigation menu. So we're going to be building that left navigation menu with the categories. And we're going to be starting that by creating a navigation view component. So that's the first time that the view component is mentioned here. A little bit down the road during the course, we're going to dive deeper into view components. But for now, we're just going to brush through it quickly. But just keep in mind that a view component is a component that can be reused, and it can contain a little bit of logic there as well, but it can be reused in other parts of the application as well. So we're going to create a navigation view component right now. To do that, let's switch back to our code. And we're going to start by creating a new folder on our project called components. So we're going to add a new folder and we're going to call it components. Now, the component name that we're going to be creating is a navigation menu view component. So we're going to right click in components, you're going to add a new item, and you can just create a regular class, which will be called navigation menu view component. Very important, the terminology here. So we're going to add, and the navigation view component will inherit from view component. But to do that, we have to add a namespacing at the top. We have to add Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.MVC. And then we're going to be able to say that our navigation menu view component inherits from view component. Now we're going to try something real simple here. We're going to create a public method called invoke, and invoke will return a simple string. So we're going to return a string here. Just for the sake of test, we're going to return the string hello from the navigation view component. Now, where are we going to use that? Well, we're going to call that from our shared layout. And we have saved a spot there, put something here useful later. So we're going to call it right from here. We're going to use the razor syntax here, and we're going to call await, and then component dot invoke async, and we're going to call by its name without the view component name on it. So we're going to call navigation menu. So we're going to just do this, navigation menu. And again, that's why it's important, the naming, because automatically it will look for a view component called navigation menu view component. We don't need to add here view component part of the name. So by doing so, let's give it a try and run this. Now, as you can see, we see that text, that string, being displayed on the left-hand side by the change that we have done to the underscore layout view. Now, how about we generate the real list of categories here instead of this test? Well, we have to go back to our navigation menu view component. Remember where the products and the categories are stored. They are stored in the product repository. So we're going to start by creating a private repository list here. Now we have to add some namespaces. So we're going to do system.link. We're going to be using some link query here to help us out. And we're going to use as well the SportsStore.models. Perfect. So we have the repository here. Now we need to add the constructor of our navigation menu view component. So here is the signature of the constructor. We are sending over the iProduct repository, which again, due to dependency injection, this will be turned into our EF product repository. So we're gonna just do this. We're gonna say repository, which is our private field, equals to repo. And now we have the repository. Now we have to do a few changes to our invoke. It cannot return a string, it should return an iView component result. And we have to enhance this a little bit. We have to return a view. And the parameter that's going to pass to the view is the repository dot products. Now we have to select only the categories. So I'm going to say select x goes to x.category. So we are only selecting the categories, but keep in mind that some products they have the same categories. So we have to get only the distinct categories. We don't want to have duplication here. So we're gonna say dot distinct. And then finally, we're gonna order this as well. We're gonna order by x goes to x. So again, we are returning the list of categories, which are strings, and we are just ordering them by alphabetically, by the letters. So we're gonna remove this, and here is our final invoke. Now you might be asking, but Ederson, where's this view here? We don't have this view yet. Well, that's correct. We don't, but now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating the view